Hello and welcome from Dream Signature. I'm really happy to have you here today. Our topic is the solar system. It's super interesting. We will take a fun journey to learn about the sun, planets, stars, and lots more. So let's start and discover together. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, and share to support us. Thank you. In today's lesson, we'll explore some exciting topics about our solar system. First, you'll get a brief introduction to how the solar system was discovered, its history, and the efforts made by scientists to understand it. Next, we'll talk about the sun, its special characteristics, and why it is so important for all the planets, including Earth. After that, we'll learn about the terrestrial planets, what they are, their features, and why they matter. Finally, we'll discuss the gas giants, their unique features and their role in the solar system. Dear students, by the end of this lesson, you will achieve 3 important learning objectives. First, you will be able to understand the difference between terrestrial planets and gas giants. We will learn how these 2 groups of planets are different from each other, how some planets are rocky like Earth, while others are huge and made mostly of gases like Jupiter and Saturn. Second, you will be able to compare and contrast the different planets in our solar system. We'll explore how each planet is unique. Some are small, some are big, some are hot, and some are freezing cold. By the end, you will be confident in pointing out the similarities and differences among them. And third, you will be able to understand the importance of the other 7 planets and why they matter to Earth. Yes, even though we live on Earth, every planet in the solar system plays a role in the balance of space around us. We'll learn to appreciate how each planet is special and connected in this vast universe. All are, from ancient times till today. Many astronomers, scientists who study the sky, stars and planets, have tried to discover the truth about our world and what lies beyond it. In the very beginning, people used to look up at the sky and wonder, what are those tiny lights? Why does the sun rise and set? What is the moon? Are there other worlds out there? Step by step, through years and years of observation, experiments and discoveries, scientists have slowly found the answers to many of these questions. They discovered that we live on a planet called Earth, which is part of a big family called the solar system. This family includes the sun, 8 planets, moons, asteroids and comets. Even today, scientists are working hard, using big telescopes, powerful satellites and space missions to learn more about planets far, far away. New discoveries are made every year. Thanks to all these efforts, today we understand that the Earth is just one small part of a much bigger universe. But still, there's so much left to learn, and that's what makes science so exciting. In this lesson, we will start by learning about our solar system, the planets, and the special role of the sun. In our solar system, planets are mainly divided into 2 types based on their surface and composition. These are terrestrial planets. Terrestrial planets are the ones that have a solid and rocky surface. The word terrestrial comes from the Latin word terra, which means earth. These planets are small in size compared to gas giants. They are also called rocky planets because their surface is made of rocks and metals. The 4 terrestrial planets in our solar system are Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. These planets are closer to the Sun and have few or no moons. They also have thin or no atmospheres. Gas giants. Gas giants are planets that are very large in size. They are mostly made of hydrogen and helium gases. Unlike terrestrial planets, gas giants do not have a solid surface. These planets have thick atmospheres and many moons. The 4 gas giants in our solar system are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Jupiter and Saturn are often called true gas giants, while Uranus and Neptune are sometimes called ice giants because they contain more ice and other heavier elements. Gas giants are located farther from the Sun compared to terrestrial planets. Key difference to remember: terrestrial planets equals small, rocky, solid surface, fewer moons. Gas giants equals very large, made of gas, no solid surface, many moons. Both types of planets are important for the balance and beauty of our solar system. Now coming to the Sun. The Sun is a very old star. It was born about 4.5 billion years ago. The Sun sits right at the center of our solar system, and everything, planets, asteroids, comets, revolves around it. The Sun is like a giant glowing ball of fire made mostly of hydrogen and helium gases. Even though it looks small from Earth, the Sun is actually the biggest object in our solar system. It is so big that about 1 million Earths could fit inside the Sun. The Sun is located about 93 million miles away from us, but its light and heat reach us every day. Without the Sun, there would be no life on Earth. Plants need sunlight to make food. Animals need plants, and we all need warmth and light to survive. The Sun is also much larger than any planet. It is about 100 times bigger than Earth and almost 10 times bigger than Jupiter, which is the largest planet in our solar system. Inside the Sun, at its core, the temperature is unbelievably hot, about 15 million degrees Celsius. This is where nuclear reactions take place, creating the energy that the Sun gives off as light and heat. All the planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune, along with millions of asteroids and comets, revolve around the Sun. The Sun's gravitational pull keeps the whole solar system together, just like glue. In short, the Sun is our life giver, our natural source of light and heat, and the reason why life exists on Earth. Let's talk about Mercury, the smallest planet in our solar system and the closest planet to the Sun. Mercury's just a little bigger than Earth's moon. That means if you look at it, it's very small compared to Earth or other planets like Jupiter or Saturn. Because Mercury's so close to the Sun, if you were standing on Mercury, the Sun would look more than 3 times bigger than it looks from Earth. Also, the sunlight on Mercury would be up to 7 times brighter than what we see on Earth. So you can imagine how hot and bright it would be there. Mercury moves around the Sun very fast. In fact, it has the shortest year of all the planets, just 88 Earth days to complete one orbit. Even though Mercury is so close to the Sun, its surface has extreme temperatures. It gets very, very hot during the day and freezing cold at night because it has almost no atmosphere to trap the heat. So remember, Mercury, smallest planet, closest to the Sun, brightest sunlight, extreme temperatures. Let's talk about Venus, one of the most interesting planets in our solar system. Venus is the second planet from the Sun and is the closest planetary neighbour to Earth. It is often called Earth's twin because it is almost the same size and has a similar density to Earth. But even though Mercury is closer to the Sun, Venus is actually the hottest planet in our solar system. Do you know why? It's because Venus has a thick atmosphere made mostly of carbon dioxide, which traps heat and creates a powerful greenhouse effect. The surface temperature on Venus is around 475 degrees Celsius, which is hot enough to melt lead. Unlike Earth, Venus has no water, and its surface is covered with mountains, volcanoes, and thick clouds of poisonous gases. Now, coming to the Earth. Earth is our home planet. It is the third planet from the Sun. Right now, Earth is the only planet we know of where life exists. That means it is the only place where humans, animals, plants, and millions of other living things can survive. Earth has everything life needs: air to breathe, water to drink, land to live on, and a comfortable temperature. No other planet in our solar system has all these things. Earth is also the largest of the 4 planets closest to the Sun. These 4 planets are called the terrestrial planets because they are made of rock and metal. The other 3 terrestrial planets are Mercury, Venus, and Mars. So remember, Earth is the third planet from the Sun. It is the only known planet that supports life. It is made of rock and metal, just like Mercury, Venus, and Mars. That's why Earth is so special. It is our only home in the vast solar system. Let's learn about the Moon, which is the only natural satellite of the Earth. That means the Moon is like Earth's permanent companion, always moving around our planet. The distance between the Moon and Earth is about 385,000 kilometers. That's very far. If we tried to travel there by car, it would take us several months to reach. The Moon is the biggest and brightest object in our night sky. When we look up at night, the beautiful glowing object we see is the Moon. It does not have its own light, but reflects the light of the Sun. It is very important for Earth. It helps to make our planet more comfortable and livable. One of the biggest roles of the Moon is to control the Earth's axis. The Earth spins like a top, but thanks to the Moon, this spin stays steady. This helps keep our climate stable over long periods of time. Without the Moon, the Earth's tilt could wobble too much, leading to extreme weather and wild changes in temperature. So in many ways, the Moon silently helps life to survive and flourish on Earth. The Moon also creates ocean tides by pulling the water with its gravity. These tides are very important for marine life and for many natural systems on Earth. To sum up, the Moon is Earth's only natural satellite. It is 385,000 kilometers away. It is the brightest object in our night sky. It helps control Earth's axis and climate. It creates tides and plays a big role in supporting life on Earth.
That's why the Moon is not just beautiful to look at. It's a very important part of our planet's system.
Now coming to the Mars. Mars is the 4th planet from the Sun and is often called the red planet because of its reddish colour. This colour comes from a type of iron-rich dust that covers the surface of the planet. Mars is a cold, dry and dusty planet. Unlike Earth, it has a very thin atmosphere, which means it cannot hold much heat. That's why the temperatures on Mars are extremely cold, often dropping well below freezing. Just like Earth, Mars has seasons. It also has polar ice caps made of frozen carbon dioxide and water ice. These ice caps grow and shrink with the changing seasons. One of the most interesting things about Mars is its huge canyons and extinct volcanoes. In fact, Mars has the tallest volcano in the solar system, called Olympus Mons. It also has a massive canyon system called Valles Marineris, which is so long and deep that it makes Earth's Grand Canyon look tiny in comparison. Scientists believe that long ago, Mars may have had liquid water on its surface. Today, we can still find signs of dried up riverbeds and lakes. This is one reason why space missions are so interested in Mars, because it may have once supported some form of life. To sum up, Mars is a dynamic planet with many exciting features like its red dusty surface, cold temperatures, icy poles, ancient volcanoes, and deep canyons. It continues to fascinate scientists and is one of the most studied planets in our solar system. Now we're going to discuss about asteroid belt. The asteroid belt is a special region in our solar system where most of the asteroids are found. It is like a huge ring made up of millions of rocks and metal pieces that orbit the Sun. This belt is located between the orbits of two planets, Mars and Jupiter. Asteroids are not planets, but they are small rocky bodies that could not come together to form a planet. Scientists believe that these asteroids are leftovers from the early days of the solar system, about 4.6 billion years ago, when planets were still forming. Because of the powerful gravity of Jupiter, these rocks could never combine to create a planet. The asteroid belt is not one solid band of rocks, but has a lot of empty space between the asteroids. If you could travel through it, you would see that the asteroids are far apart from each other. Still, there are thousands of them, and some are very large. The largest asteroid in the belt is called Ceres, which is so big that it is classified as a dwarf planet. Asteroids come in different sizes and shapes. Some are only a few meters across, while others are hundreds of kilometers wide. They are made mostly of rock, metal, and sometimes ice. These space rocks are very important for scientists because they help us understand how our solar system was formed. So, to remember simply, the asteroid belt is between Mars and Jupiter. It contains millions of rocky bodies orbiting the Sun. The biggest asteroid is Ceres. It shows us a picture of the early solar system. Now it's all about Jupiter. Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system, and it is also the first gas giant from the Sun. It is so huge that all the other planets could fit inside Jupiter. Imagine how big that is. Jupiter is mostly made of hydrogen and helium, so it doesn't have a solid surface like Earth. One of the most interesting things about Jupiter is its Great Red Spot, which is actually a massive storm that has been going on for hundreds of years. Jupiter has 80 known moons, and among them, two famous ones are Callisto and Io. Callisto is known for its icy surface and many craters, while Io is the most volcanically active moon in the entire solar system. Jupiter's strong gravity helps to protect Earth by pulling in asteroids and comets that could otherwise hit us. Because of its size, moons, and powerful magnetic field, Jupiter plays a very important role in keeping the solar system balanced. Now coming to next, Saturn. Saturn is the second largest planet in our solar system and is the sixth planet from the Sun. It is known as a gas giant, which means it is made mostly of gases like hydrogen and helium, and does not have a solid surface like Earth. Saturn is very famous for its beautiful rings, which are made up of ice, rocks, and dust. These rings make Saturn one of the most easily recognizable planets when seen through a telescope. Saturn is so big that about 760 Earths could fit inside it. It has at least 83 moons, and the largest one is called Titan. Titan is very special because it is even bigger than the planet Mercury and has a thick atmosphere. Saturn takes about 29 Earth years to complete one full orbit around the Sun. Even though it is huge, it is the lightest planet because it is mostly made of gases. If you could find a bathtub big enough, Saturn would actually float on water. That's how light it is. Now Uranus. The seventh planet from the Sun is Uranus. Uranus is one of the gas giants in our solar system. but it is also called an ice giant because it contains more icy materials than Jupiter or Saturn. Its atmosphere is made mostly of hydrogen and helium, just like Jupiter and Saturn, but it also has a special gas called methane. This methane absorbs red light and reflects blue light, which is why Uranus looks blue-green in color. Uranus is also unique because it spins on its side. Imagine a ball rolling instead of spinning like a top. That's how Uranus rotates. Scientists believe this unusual tilt might have been caused by a big collision with another space object long ago. Uranus has a set of rings too, though they are not as bright or famous as Saturn's rings. It also has at least 27 moons. The extreme tilt of Uranus makes its seasons very different, and each season lasts for 21 Earth years. Finally, to the Neptune. Neptune is the 8th planet from the Sun and is the 4th largest planet in our solar system. It is one of the gas giants, just like Jupiter, Saturn and Uranus. Neptune is very far away from Earth, and it is the coldest planet in the solar system because it receives very little heat from the Sun. One of the most interesting things about Neptune is its beautiful blue color. This blue color is because of a gas called methane in Neptune's upper atmosphere. The methane gas absorbs the red light from the Sun and reflects back the blue light into space, which makes Neptune look blue when we see it through telescopes. Neptune is also known for its very strong winds, the fastest in the solar system, which blow at speeds of over 2,000 kilometers per hour. Even though it is so far away, Neptune plays an important role in keeping the balance of our solar system. It also has faint rings and 14 known moons, with Triton being the largest one. Today we learned that our solar system is full of amazing planets, each with its own special features. The Sun is at the center, giving us light and energy. The terrestrial planets are small and rocky, while the gas giants are huge and made mostly of gases. We also discovered how Neptune gets its beautiful blue color, and how every planet, near or far, plays an important role in keeping the solar system balanced. Always remember, the more we learn about space, the more we understand how special our own planet Earth is. Keep exploring, keep learning.
Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Dream Signature, India's leading platform for 100% job-oriented training and career growth. Stay connected for more tips, training, updates, NAP, and success stories. Need guidance? Call us at 801-6595-123 or visit our website, www.dreamsignature.in. See you in the next video. Until then, keep learning, keep growing.